Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Faking the handoff. Howell. And his first pass is incomplete. Those defense for the Packers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. There's the stiff arm. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Howell's thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll go play action. Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are getting tackles, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, I think
first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Devontae Wyatt in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. they're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers forced out to his left. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, 26.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
3rd and 1. Hal's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on fourth. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
All right.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first. Just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Powell throwing on third down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers to throw once more. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 67 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Touchdown, Packers! A 71-yard punt return. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point try now for Crosby. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess they catch him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Bostic charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Washington on 3rd down.
As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off-play action. It's Howell.
He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
He's got it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Rodgers looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Bostic picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, take 26.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add